A proposed salary increase for elected politicians is causing ripples in the polity. The Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission has recommended a 114% increase in the salary of elected public officials, including President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his vice, Kashim Shettima, Senator, the federal and state legislators, governors, as well as judicial officers. This, however, requires approval from the president and other cabinet members, after which it will be sent to the National Assembly through an executive bill for passage. But amid strong condemnation of the move, the special advisor to the president on special duties, communications, and strategy, Dele Alake, said President Bola Tinubu has not approved any salary increase and that no such proposal has been brought before him for consideration. Judy, statutorily, the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, RAMAFAC, they are the body that are empowered to make this move. And at this 114%, according to what I gathered, might even have a kind of retroactive effects. As in former President Mohamed Buhari and Yemi Osinbajo might, benefit from this. But what this government is now saying that, look, we don't know anything about it. And even within the commission, there's kind of division on this 114% increase. How timely is this salary increase?
When you look at the wages of judges at this time, you'll be tempted to say we've been very unfair to judges. This country,
Judges?
Yes. This country has been very, very unfair to judges. The wages of judges, including Supreme Court judges, is a disgrace, honestly. And we've got to do something about it. We've got to do something about it. We cannot continue to pay judges the kind of wages that we pay them and expect that corruption will not thrive. Because one of the ways to fight corruption is to actually pay people the kind of salaries that would ensure that it's much more difficult to tempt them. We know that people who are greedy, even if you give them all the money in the world, they will still be corrupt. But we have to pay judges the sort of wages that do not incentivize corruption. That is my feeling. Because I don't want us to generalize. The other day, the Revenue Commission talked about the fact that there are some civil servants who actually earn fatter salaries than the president and his deputy. Yes, and it's true. You look at in some of the government parastatals like NNPC, DMO, and the rest of them, people earn extortionate wages.
Special
they are unable to
packages.
Refine crude oil through our
refineries.
But their workers are among the highest paid anywhere in the country. You know, some CBN workers too, they are in that grade.
Yes.
We prefer to pay teachers peanuts. But some categories of workers in Nigeria, public servants, so we pay them way above what we pay their colleagues in other departments, in other ministries, in other agencies.
Something like that sometimes. I don't know why.
That is a problem. That's why people struggle to get into some of those places. I want to work in debt management office.
Yes.
I want to work in this. I want to work in that. Nobody wants to go and serve as a teacher somewhere. You know?
As an undergraduate then, if you ask me, I would say NNPC. If it's not NNPC, I'll say Shell or Chevron.
When we were growing up as old men, because I'm approaching 60 now, so I see myself as an old man. Teachers were among the best paid in this country. Yes. Teachers. And in those days, the best schools were the federal government colleges.
Yeah.
So when you
Till
see
the
someone,
80s.
Shagari's children were
FGCs.
attending FGC learning.
Yeah. Till the
I even
80s.
remember, I'm sure,
Janiki,
when
Ogbomosho, Bida.
he had an accident and he lost his children. Remember? You know?
7.
So he lost the children. Even I think one of the wives died with those children. So things have changed. Teachers used to be so well respected and were paid good wages. They were the ones sending their children to the best schools. Now, I think that when you look at what some civil servants were earning, they shouldn't earn more than the commander-in-chief. Public servants, so, who are under his command, under his authority, they shouldn't earn higher than the boss. That is a fact. They need to take a look at that. But at this time, even if you want to make adjustments to
For
people's
something
salaries,
that is abnormal
at a
to be
time
normal, people will
like
look at
this,
it.
you can't come up with this. Of course, the Tinubu haters have gone to town again. I said, we told you he has come to loot. Somebody who looted Lagos, he has come to, they've come again. They can't point at Bala Blue comments anymore. Since the Baba came back from France, Bala Blue has not come out. They can't point at that. Baba went anywhere, they shouted Melokon. They have no sound bite to hold on to anymore. So this thing that the president did not ask for,
Did not ask for.
he did not ask for,
about.
he has not approved, he has not looked at it, and so they've not even briefed him at all. They are already accusing him that he's the one who instigated it. What will Tinubu do? What is the salary that you are paying?
Let's say you want to pay 3 million per month.
What is the salary that you want? You want to impress a shareholder of one of the most profitable companies in the world. Yes. At least I've known that he's been a shareholder of that company for 10 years. I have known that. That's the company where Steve Jobs used to work. Maybe some people don't even remember. Apple, somebody who is a shareholder at Apple. So is that salary that you think, that little consequential adjustment is what will be driving him crazy? Our people are funny. But the truth is, this is just at the realm of suggestion. The president has to give his comment. And the president, I'm sure, at this stage, you will look at the mood of the country, he will not make the mistake of giving.
He has just raised another perspective now, you know, as if some people are saying, oh, the other sector might need to just take a look at it.
Well, we certainly need to, but let me say before I go into that the media, we really, really need to be very careful the way we give perspective to our stories. What the man in the revenue mobilization said, and very clearly to the Kebbi State governor,
yes,
was that there was a proposal, and that
I think
proposal,
it was just a slip of.
No, it wasn't a slip. It was very direct, accurate, and did not miss the point. Was that there is this proposal for a 114% increase in the salary of public officers and judges, which must go first to the state's houses of assembly. That's the starting point. Not even the president. It has nothing to do with
very tough hurdle then.
They must go, they must all
very
sign.
Tough, difficult hurdle.
They must all approve it.
They will pass it because they will all benefit.
Yes, they will all benefit, but at least it's a process, not this report that it has already been approved. It's a process. So when you say something has been approved, then you're already creating a problem.
Where there's none.
Where there should be none.
Just
At
like
least
level
it's a
of
process.
succession.
Yes. It's a process. It says if the assembly is approved, then it can move forward. But without that approval,
Because
it
the
can't go
spokesman
anywhere.
of this commission denied it.
So that's why there is no division within the commission.
There's no debate
It's a
already.
straight.
They've not even started deliberating.
They've not. So you must go through a process. That's one. The second one is, if you are going to benefit from certain things at this time, the government also is sensitive You cannot tell workers that you can't increase salaries, but only pay them certain remunerations that will be like allowances for the fuel subsidy removal. And then you go ahead and say you have approved 114% increase.
While you're still negotiating with
nobody
Labour
who is
and TUC.
Who is going to be that daft?
It's insensitive.
It's insensitive. And then also, which is where Nigerians should be pushing towards. This morning, videos have started going around. See the government that says it's cutting down on this, it's cutting down on that. And we saw the president of the Senate with his convoy, leaving the National Assembly. About 20 vehicles. How many policemen, DSS, soldiers with him? Those are the areas we now need to focus on.
Good for the optics.
And tackle. Let us reduce the cost of governance. It's crucial at this stage. Otherwise, all of these vehicles, and expensive ones at that, in the convoy of these big men, at 488 naira. Because government can't get it any less. It's still going to be the same price, but it's government that is now paying. We must cut down the cost of governance, and very quickly too.
I think that
we don't have to fight.
Also do something along that line. I should do something like that as soon as they begin to settle down. It's impossible to take all the big decisions when you don't even have ministers yet. You know,
it can't even be done in one day.
Yes, it's just a gradual thing.
It took years.
You can't believe that this man is less than a month in office. And look at the movement that we are seeing. So people need to be patient. They need to be patient and not jump to conclusion so quickly. They were started abusing him about something that he knew nothing about.
That even the process has not started.
Well, let's face it, if you know the salaries of public servants, political appointees, SSG, this and that, it's been stagnant for a long time.
For a long time.
In fairness to them.
For a long time.
Yes, it's been stagnant for a long time.
Special advisors.
And the salary is nothing.
Special advisors.
It's not because for a lot of them they have opportunities to take money here, spend money or take allowances here. Look, the salaries that they earn.
I remember former Ngige, former Minister of Labour and Employment, saying
we know the salary of the president now.
900,000 as a minister.
Special advisors earn 800,000.
So that's what
special to the president, not to governors, not to. So we know what even the president, how much does he take home? So
it's legitimate for something to be done,
you know,
about their wages. It's the allowances that constitute the elephant in the room.
Dangerous.
Those allowances.
Dangerous.
Those senators and also their wages are not really high. But the allowances run you mad.
And especially the one that they call security votes.
All right.